Hi, my name is Gertrude Wachtra, and in this CXL feed, we will talk about goal tree mapping. Now, I have found that many organizations struggle with alignment on KPIs and metrics that matter for experiments. Generally, there can be a lack of clarity around which teams are responsible for different sets of metrics, and it can be difficult for teams to stick to a common goal or set accountability. Another issue is that there hasn't been thorough planning on what needs to be tracked on the website to really measure experiments thoroughly. Goal tree mapping can help with those problems. Creating a goal tree map will help you facilitate internal discussions about company goals and align on which teams are contributing towards specific metrics. Essentially, you can get alignment with your teams or the organization to ensure that everyone is working towards the same objectives. Goal tree mapping also helps with the accountability part. With this exercise, you can clearly communicate what metrics people are responsible for and should track progress against. And of course, you can use goal tree map to educate others in your company and illustrate how even the smallest improvements in secondary metrics can contribute towards the business goals. Goal tree maps help us break down large goals into smaller sub-goals and provide a visual guide for it. So in this exercise, you can highlight areas where there's also some missing tracking or where tracking needs to be improved. Now, for this workshop, you want to bring in people who are involved in experimentation and map out all the metrics together. You can really split this exercise into 4 tasks. First, you will ask people to list out the KPIs, the primary metrics that matter for your team. Examples of this can be sign-ups, transactions, or qualified leads. Then, you want to list out the tactical metrics. These are the secondary metrics that may relate to the different KPIs you have set up with the team and can be used for making decisions on test results. Examples of tactical metrics can be cart additions, demo submissions, or maybe AOV. In the third exercise, you want your team to list out any engagement metrics. These can be used for thorough test analysis to understand user behaviors and impact. Examples of that can be exit rate, visits to the product detail page, or maybe interactions with filters. Now, in the last and fourth exercise, you want to discuss the common themes from the metrics that were listed on sticky notes in Miro, and then add them to the goal tree map together. You can also add input from the team to understand if tracking already exists for the listed metrics and highlight them if it doesn't. This is an example of a goal tree map that was created for a team in a big organization. This exercise was replicated on multiple teams as there were different ones who were responsible for various areas of the site working on experimentation. As you can see, all relevant metrics were listed and mapped out. The team OKR or North Star metric can be added to the top of the goal tree map, which the team wants to achieve together. There are mainly 3 applications from this workshop. The first one is alignment to make teams accountable for a set of metrics, and this is actually already achieved during the workshop session. The second one is strategy. You can ensure that the OKRs and strategic roadmaps that are done later are connected to the metrics you have aligned on with the team and referenced in the goal tree map. Then you have the measurement and reporting. Once the teams know what they are accountable for, they can measure the progress against the goals. If you use a tool to manage your experiments and can add a list of variables in there, you should make sure to add all the metrics from this exercise. One example of this can work if you have Airtable. If you build a goal tree map in your system and make sure to link all experiments to these metrics you have mapped out, you can later track your progress against those goals after adding in your experiment results and impact as well. See, now you know how to create a goal tree map for your team, and you can use this exercise to get alignment in your organization. Once you have done this exercise, don't forget to make this actionable later. List out the strategies and tactics from your customer research to help you meet those goals and move the metrics. Thank you.